Okay,
was just
thank you, thank you.
I was just put on YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube.
I mean, then we share the link.
The file is
Yeah.
too big.
Yeah.
Private link.
Ours is all on YouTube.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because video
Or
file.
Zoom then Zoom then you save the file.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
severe infections protect rider. Last rider available for proactive protect if you choose to is monthly benefit rider. You can choose to add this rider and choose the monthly payout between $100 a month to $5,000 a month. Can choose to receive payout for 1, 2, or 3 years upon successful claim of the first lead CI. So it's extra lah, if you choose to add on this rider. Okay, this is the proactive protect value added benefits that are available. Any questions so far? Okay, I'll go back to the summary. So as I mentioned earlier, this is the summary of proactive protect. I covered the different value added riders and what it covers. Then I will now cover the PAL. If we compare side by side, the nature of the plan, it is a participating limited premium whole life plan. Covers for death, TPD, early CI, late CI, if you choose to add the early CI and the late CI riders. Value added benefit similar to PAP, there's a crisis care accelerator, definition is the same. You can choose to buy another policy benefit. This is the OFIO benefit, future insurance option. There's a premium defer benefit, which I don't recommend you use. There's a family waiver benefit, kinship booster benefit, and benign tumor benefit if we add early CI rider. I'll cover the different benefits. Buy another policy benefit is the OFIO definition. If the current policy is on standard terms, we can buy a new policy without medical underwriting upon the listed life events. So birth of child, childhood to primary school, secondary school, divorce, things like that, the OFIO definition. Can be executed 2 times max. New policy must be bought within 3 months of the life event, no more than 150,000 sum assured. No medical underwriting. Kinship booster benefit. If I have a PAL and my immediate family member buys a PAL, my PAL will enjoy extra 10% sum assured on death and terminal illness only on the base sum assured, up to a maximum of 100,000. This one does not enjoy the multiplier benefit and has no surrender value. Life assured must be below 55 years old. My current policy must be on standard terms and must show proof of kinship. This definition is quite broad for immediate family. It includes parents, spouse, children, birth or adoption, and siblings. Interestingly, in the product pack it says that siblings, if they are willing to show the birth cert, then we can leverage on siblings to add on the extra 10%. So to do this, just need to fill in a form and show proof of kinship. Yeah, I've done this before, quite easy.
Sorry,
Yes.
question. So the FIO benefit, the no more than 150k sum assured. So in this case for proactive life, the sum assured means the base, right? Not the multiplier.
No, include multiplier.
Oh,
That means
include the
your base
multiplier.
cannot be 150,000.
Okay.
The max multiplier must be capped at 150.
Including the multiplier. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So or you buy a term, proactive term, then max is 150,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, so Taffy, I covered buy another policy benefit for PAL and kinship booster benefit. Have you done kinship booster before?
No.
No, you should.
Yeah, you should. I don't think that is I don't know if there is a timeline by when you should apply this, but if you have a husband and wife who has bought it, you can try lah. Still submit the form and see
Oh,
whether
I did.
Uh-huh.
This is when Sanxing got PAL, is it?
Yes. Then you will get extra 10% on your base sum assured.
Oh, yeah, I think I did.
Ah,
Yeah.
Quite easy, right? Fill in the form,
Yeah,
then
fill
fill
in
in
form,
I don't think you can enjoy it because
If I get it after that, right? is
yeah,
it?
correct. But then it doesn't make sense.
She buy also.
You buy first, after that you buy, only you get it. Unless you buy a second one, then your other one can get. I think.
Oh, is it?
It's based on date of inception. So if they compare like that, only the
The
But
next
original
one
was
will get it,
already
mah.
Eh?
The next one will get
Sibling
it.
also can eh.
Yeah. Sure person.
Not good, son. Good to close the whole family.
Yeah.
But
No,
to be honest, 10% is not a lot. It's on
Yeah,
the
it's
base
not
sum
a lot
assured. So
now.
if your base is only 20,000, then you
Okay.
get 2,000 dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, free one.
max up to 100,000. Wow, that's a lot of people.
So that means
But you cannot multiply.
sum assured of
You cannot.
100,000.
No multiplier.
Yeah, no multiply.
You need a base.
Okay, there's a premium deferment benefit. After reading it, I don't think you should talk. You should use this at all. Okay, it is an interest-free policy loan. This is a loan for 2 years or remaining of the premium term, whichever is shorter. Sorry, whichever is shorter. You have to pay back this interest-free loan amount after the deferment period. Otherwise, interest will be charged. Okay, so this one is useful. If let's say for example during COVID, sometimes I had a lot of clients who couldn't afford to pay premiums, right? But that was a unique scenario. Or if kena retrench. But if proper planning is done already, then that wouldn't be the scenario because they will have emergency funds, right? Yeah. Yearly interest rate may be charged and accrues on a daily basis, similar to your APL. Policy will end when total premium owed is more than the surrender value. Yeah. So. Not a very attractive kind of benefit, so don't need to talk about this when you sell. But in a worst case scenario, this is something that's available.
Why not interestingly?
Because it's a loan, so you still must pay back. Yeah, it's not free. I would talk
Okay,
about
but
this.
this one can be useful in some situations.
Yeah.
Like if
Kena retrench.
yeah, kena
Yeah.
Unexpected inability to pay, emergency situation.
but
Might
I
be
feel
good
right,
for. Yeah, sorry.
the after that you want to pay back one lump sum right, that
It's
one
very
very
short.
short. Yeah.
Yeah.
But versus if you really no choice
Ah.
got to surrender the policy. So this one is like what do you call that 没办法中的
Yeah.
办法。
Last case.
So then there's a family waiver benefit. It waives premiums for 1 year upon death of immediate family member. Now this definition of immediate family member is very different from the other one, which is the kinship booster. This one only covers a spouse and or children. So if my parents pass away, then I cannot waive my premiums for 1 year. Only if my spouse or my children pass away.
Makes sense.
There's one last benefit, benign tumor benefit under early CC. So only if you add this, there is 20% of the sum assured once for each medical condition, up to 3 medical conditions, up to 150,000 cap per life, up to 25,000 for benign tumor requiring surgical excision removal. So this is something you can share with your customers too if you sell PAL with early CI rider. Any questions? Okay, I'll go back to the comparison. Very different in terms of nature. One is a term plan, PAP is a term plan, PAL is a whole life plan. There are different value added benefits, different riders that are available. Each of entry is different. PAL got higher age of entry, which is 70 AMB. Premium term, this one got limited payment option. Proactive Protect don't have is tag to policy term. Remarks, PAL has APL benefit, automatic premium loan. The loan interest rate is 5.25% per annum and accrues on a daily basis. There is also the traditional surgical and nursing loan available on this plan. So I wouldn't say one is better than the other. It's very different in nature and benefits. I personally haven't sold a Proactive Protect, but I've heard colleagues who sell it often and they usually complement it with PAL. So that's it for this one. I go into the case study. Okay, this is a sample of how I usually share my critical illness coverage, or I propose critical illness coverage to my prospects. This is a proposal form, especially prepared for, usually it's the name lah, but this is a male non-smoker AMB 32. I know the request was to prepare for a 50-year-old client, so I have one later as well. This is usually what I share. Early critical illness coverage, I usually share there are 3 products available. One is PAP, which is the multi-pay product. The second one is ESCC, which is the very old early critical illness term plan, and then Proactive Life. Multiple claims, I share that usually PAP can claim up to 5 times, ESCC 2 times, PAL, okay, 1 time depending on how you structure the PAL. If you structure it in the sense that your death, TPD and late CI is higher than the early CI, then there will be multiple claims. Death, I'm using 200,000 for early CI as a comparison. If it's 200,000 on the ESCC, then it's split into 2, 100, and then because I use 100, I'll just use 100 across. It's very hard to compare that way, okay? So I usually share this with my clients, and I ask them if they prefer one with multiple pay or a single payout. I'll share the premiums, how long they are payable for, coverage until what age, total premiums paid. Just based on this alone, total premiums paid is cheapest for PAL. Projected cash value, the term plans don't have cash value, whole life plan got potential cash value, and then some premiums. Okay, so maybe because of the way I share and how I present the information, most of them will choose PAL based on this.
Will you attack the
Even when
premium higher than the coverage?
even
the
when
total
they
premium.
have let's say PAL already, but
Yes.
they don't have ECI, then you will still propose
Yes,
PAL lah.
yes, yes. When you say premium, total premium rate higher than the coverage, right? No ma, because I can claim up to 500,000.
500,000.
Yeah, so maybe not. Okay, maybe if I very lucky I healthy, then yes lah.
So your early CI is under the early CI first claim.
Yes. Okay, so my clients, I got to disclaim that a lot of my clients that I serve are singles. They don't intend to get married. They don't intend to have children. So their focus a lot is early CI. That's why I present the information in this way. But if I have clients who have children and who are married and have spouse, then maybe the needs will be different. That's why my presentation is skewed to early CI coverage, because the concern for them is if I am by myself, I don't have a spouse, I don't have children, and I fall sick, and it's early CI, I want to get the most upfront. Because for them, even for them, if they think about audit claim, right? If I claim 1 time and then I stay healthy, then I look in. But if I got another claim, let's say 10 years down the road, 10 years down the road, my 100,000 and 10 years, when my 100,000 today is different time value of money. So based on that, then they rather get this, a higher payout upfront, and then they may not use the full 200,000. They may invest 100,000 and use 100,000. Then that invested 100,000 becomes their backup multi-pay, which could potentially be more than 100,000 because 10 years later their investment may have grown. And they have options. In the event that they don't kena another CI, they already have 100,000 invested. So that's how I usually share and how they like it more. And the reason why my death TPD CI is 200,000 is 3 claim 1 only. And each there is 3 benefits claim 1 time. It's because they don't see the need for death coverage. The focus is not death, it's early CI. So I max out in that way. Yeah. But because this is unique to my clientele base.
So there's no multiplier lah for the PL.
That is actually based on 40,000 times 5 to 200,000. Yeah. And the multiplier, okay, so multiplier benefit, I need to share, in my experience, Prudential has the longest multiplier benefit until 80 years old. Most companies only until 75 or 70. So I think that's great. And then I think our multiplier benefit 5 is the highest. Some only got 3 or 4.
Singlife just came out 6 times.
Oh, 6.
Just only. Saw the advertisement. But anyway, that's
6
not the
times.
most- That's not important lah.
Super leverage.
Whatever lah.
So, in the past when I first sold PAL, the version 1, PAL1, I always sell times 2 because hearing from Jerry and Joy how they sell is after the multiplier ends, there is still that half base sum assured plus the cash value is a lot higher. After studying it and basing on my client's budget so far, I have been selling multiplier times 5 to 80 to stretch their dollar to have the highest coverage from now to 80. Granted that the cash value at the end of the day is cannot cover the premiums one, but if I go down with the okay, this one got cash value, but it's not an accumulation plan. It's not meant for you to surrender. The intention is to cover you against critical illness. Then they are okay with it. But they are also attracted to there is potential cash value compared to 0 now. Yeah. So I must say this is again my clientele base with certain needs.
Just out of curiosity, how come you don't want to add, the CI part? Because it's still 200,000, right? Although while your focus for your clients is on early CI, but wouldn't they ask, so what's my CI coverage? Because I only see, let's say for example, I only see them TBD early CI.
Oh, so I will share that this CI coverage covers early and late. So it's actually 4 benefits. So my another proposal form will have death, TBD, early CI, late CI. But I don't want clients to confuse. They got 200,000. That means upon early I claim 200, upon late I claim 200. I will usually let them know that it's CI 200, early or late stage. Upon any one diagnosis, you only get 200. Yeah. But the intention is always to max out the early CI. So I do have clients who max out 350 and then they top up late CI either through, it's not through PAL, it's through proactive term plus CI accelerator. So I've realized that if I just want to cover late CI purely, a proactive term plus CI rider is cheaper than a standalone PAP late CI. So I've got a client who now want to add 500,000 late CI, purely 500,000 late CI. And then one way is to add PAP and just do the pure 500,000 late CI. But if I do up a quote for proactive term plus the CI
It's cheaper,
rider
right?
is cheaper
Yeah.
than the standalone PAP. Yeah.
Some more the death coverage is more.
Yes, the death coverage is match the
500,000.
late CI one, 500,000. Whereas this one only got 100,000.
I got TBD or something.
Yes. Yes.
You sell the times 5 PAL, right? After 80,
Oh.
you write the ECI and late CI lah. It's 40K. Is this plus the cash value in your heaven? As in the. Okay, so after 80, this person will have how much for CI?
40 lah.
Means you already.
No, this is the base sum assured. So I'm going the worst case scenario.
If you add the cash value, means it's 100K, is it?
No, I
96
don't think it is.
Only?
No, I don't think the. So this is the part I will be confusing. It's not in the CI. Maybe if you all know, can
CI does add bonus.
add bonus. Yeah.
Add bonus means what? Add the.
So this is more than 40.
Follows,
So
it
let's say
follows
for
the line.
example, if your base sum
ECI
for
also.
death, TBD and CI is the same, right?
ECI to
Then you
ECI
should
don't
get 96,000 also. If let's say the death, TBD, CI sum assured is the same, after the multiplier, okay, it should be also the same at 96.
What about ECI?
ECI depends on like let's say
Oh,
again,
the see the
But
sum
it is the
assured.
same as
Okay,
this
then
death, TBD, CI.
in 96 also.
Also 96, right?
Cause the plan will finish already.
Yeah.
Because early CI is accelerated,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
96,000.
Hey, that's my
Correct.
That's my understanding.
If the sum assured is different, it's lower than
So it's
the-
96,000
proportionally,
you
correct,
take from the death benefit that
So
table,
the whole
right?
policy stops it.
Yeah, okay.
It comes from the
Yeah.
death benefit.
Yeah. Okay. So Isaac, can I ask if let's say if ECI is half, so it's 96,000 divided by 2 lah.
Correct.
Prorated.
Proportion.
Prorated, okay. Can.
You only add ECR, you never add crisis care. Do you?
Have because I cannot add ECI without adding crisis.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, the presentation is such a way that I don't want to confuse
Okay,
too
yeah,
much
yeah.
information. Is
So it's just
early as long as early you buy early you will cover it.
Crisis care is
Early stage.
CI.
Yes,
Yeah, you
it's
can't
auto one mah. I mean it's
you can't add early without adding
Yeah.
late.
Yeah.
Yes, then. Any question?
So you just okay, you did your calculation times 3 times 4 times 5 is the best lah.
No.
The most
So
worth it one.
I either go 2 or 5 only. I don't go anything.
Oh.
What's the reason?
5 max stretches the dollar.
But my worry is after 80, right? The person pay the premium, right? It's more than what I get. You know what I mean? But your this one is still okay because it's 75,000.
This person young,
Correct.
males.
How would the premiums be more than what you get? At what age?
Let's say at 80, 81 lah. Let's say the premium that you pay might be maybe 100k example. But then you only get back 96,000.
For PL.
You know, for
Very
older
unlikely
folks.
scenario lah.
So far,
Only for older lah.
even for
people.
older, I've done like
Can.
But it's not
five
times, it's times 5 meh?
times. I did 5 times or so.
Also can ha.
Also can.
Oh.
Your
Yeah.
older until how old? Like 50
Entry age.
plus, 50.
I think early 50.
Early 50s.
I think she's right because in my next one which is okay. So this is AMB 32, next is AMB 50. I think you're right. So
Oh,
older
okay,
premium
yeah.
speed is 51
Yeah.
and then after 80 is 39 only.
Okay.
Yeah, so
This is 85x also.
Yes, sorry.
PAL is 85x.
What is the base sum assured?
20k.
20 times 5 to 100.
Or until 80 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this scenario, will you do times 2? But times 2 is going to be very expensive, right?
Yeah.
I think depending on the needs of the customer. If they say, hey, Sherman, I really need this
From
high.
this age to
Yeah, I
this
got 5
age,
kids,
yeah.
blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Then after that, I don't care already. After 80,
Yeah.
so they are grown up, I don't care.
So again, is my handout base right? Why you talk about 80 and after 80, they are not so concerned anymore after 80 because okay, I don't know why, I don't know whether you're facing a lot of my prospects nowadays tell me that they don't want to live very long.
Yeah, they always say that.
They always say that.
And then they imagine their parents or their grandparents in their 60s or 70s. They don't want to mafan people or go through that kind of suffering. And I usually ask them to imagine after 80, usually is not so much of a concern for them anymore. So this is what has been requested to prepare for EMB 50. So honestly, I don't have many clients who are EMB 50 who are buying CI at this point in time. So premiums are actually very high. I feel one good thing about PAL is that there's limited pay. I can tag to 15 years until max 65. They don't have to worry about premium payment after that. But strategy 1 and 2 term plans don't have that option. They need to pay for as long as they want the coverage. So then I'll ask them like after 65, what is your plan and strategy to fund for the plan? If you don't have, then we need to plan for a healthcare fund to make sure that there is money funding the plan after you retire. Yeah. So again, it's overall cheaper with potential with cash value. This one don't have, so it looks good already. And immediate PL is 100k from now to 80 versus 50k. Yeah. So this is because of I'm aware because of how I present PAL, and because I haven't seen the benefits of PAP myself, so I struggle with selling PAP. So one of the reasons why I want to hear from other people is how they sell PAP so well that that I don't see that. It can give me a different perspective. Yeah. Yeah, so this is AMB 50. So this is now I present this information to people who are more analytical. So if they are not so analytical, the more how to say maybe like explorer type of clients who are more marketing type of people, the more advertising, the more lifestyle kind of people. I don't present so much information, you overwhelm them. I'll remove ESCC because usually they will choose ESCC. Yeah.
So why did you put PAT with CI rather than ESCC?
Because PAT I cannot is only the ESCC rider. So the early CI on PAT is also half, meaning 50% payout first, then the balance 50% payout later. In where are his triumphs?
Yeah.
Active term plus early CI rider, but early CI rider on PAT is only ESCC rider. It's 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah. So if there's 100% early CI rider, I would sell that because GE has that. They're very hard to beat. Yeah. So usually I just sell PA.
So
Yes.
if you go back to the 32 one, right? The comparison is like 200. Oh yeah, it's 200k. But you never do this the PAP as 200k,
Very
right?
expensive. Then no. Then they will lead to this routine. If I try and similar, then it's easier to see. Okay, the reason, so I don't have a justification as to why I do 100, but I show you my value. 200, right? ESCC is 200, but because ESCC the way it's featured is half, so it becomes 100. Then I just, because it's multi-pay, then I just do 100 on the side. And then the premiums look similar, so it gives them more option. But if someone goes too high because this is 200, then obviously they won't choose this routine.
Yeah.
If you to generate a PAT with CI and early CI, see what's the difference.
Oh, okay. For 200,000.
Or let's say 100,000 lah. 100. I mean,
Because if young, then this
100
one
or
will
200.
So that means death 200, B 200, then early CI 200. Then it will
Early
form
CI.
Only
CI
yesterday the
for
proposal
PL
has
is
changed,
how much,
I can
the early
see
CI
PL
for
already.
PA 200.
200.
Depends.
Might be,
Because
might be
if
better
I
See the
than-
portfolio.
Do the
Yeah,
PAT
might be
with
better
the
Okay,
early
sorry,
CI 200.
PAT 100, CI 100, and then early CI 100. I just want to see what's the difference between that and PAP.
I'm going to take my iPad.
Which one again, sorry?
PAT with CI and early CI. So let's say I hold the sum assured at 100,000 now. I'm just do a more direct comparison with PAP, 100, then early CI also 100 lah. Then I'll see what's the premium difference.
Oh, but this early CI 100 is full pay. That means if I do that, then the early CI is
50K.
3%.
Yeah, unless you do 200,000.
Now I just hold 100 first because this one the base sum assured is 100 for
This one?
PAP.
How old is this? 50 ah?
No, AIB 32.
Wow,
没有
32.
non-smoker.
This is 22 是 how old? 90 what?
You scroll then sorry. 90
24 plus 8.
90. Is it 92?
My two birthday haven't passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
December.
minus 8. Right.
1st December
Okay,
1992.
For 53 years.
Early stage on its own, payout is 100%. Or still 50%. No, ESCC. 50, yeah.
Upon first time overseas.
So this one you put 200,000.
Correct, yes.
1985 oh.
Yes, 53 years.
So the death coverage 是
200. No, 100.
你是办100先。
Everything 100.
Crisis care 100,000.
Yes, it's 100,000. Add. Do you want to add waiver?
Okay, then also.
That is.
Add waiver ah?
Yeah. I default always add waiver. So every time I quote is with the waiver, right?
Oh. Okay.
Let me know. ESCC, CC, and then TPD same submission.
Can add waiver ha? Or cannot? I cannot.
Maybe cannot because the sum assured is the same.
Oh, okay.
CI and is accelerated now.
141.15.
141.15.
is
Only
late CI diagnosis 100K. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
ECI
only ECI
Yeah, only ECI is 50K.
Means if you do 200,000, the premium should be about
260, 270. Two eighty.
Two what? 28.
282.
Wow. So 282.
If it's 282, okay, if I do until 80 years old, means let's say compare with the KL, means is 50 minus 48 years.
Sorry, say again, what's the
So,
coverage?
200,000
Or only 80 only?
until 80 years
Oh.
old is 267, so it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. More expensive and then
Plus
shorter.
this-
Total premium is
Plus this
150,000.
TPD is 38 years plus 32 is
Almost the-
70 years.
Yeah, double
sum
of that,
assured.
man.
Wow.
Double of the 75,000 paid for the PAL.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, right, might as well get PL. Some all this pay one time, right?
Yeah, one
No.
time plus ECI is 100,000, this one is
Yeah, doesn't make
200,000.
sense.
This one got cash value, 这个没有 cash value. This one after 80 no coverage, that one still got coverage.
What's the monthly premium?
267.
Huh?
And this one is more expensive than this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's it for my share. Thank you.
Thank you.